Mentor. Welcome, traveler. I'm truly honored that you've carved out the next 20 minutes to journey with me. Over the course of this extended dialogue, we'll not only chart your path, but delve deeper into each step, mapping your terrain, reframing obstacles, celebrating micro-victories, and defining the next actionable move. Along the way, we'll weave stories, metaphors, and questions that help your insights crystallize. Ready to embark on this richer expedition, seeker? Absolutely. I've been craving a deeper exploration, more time to reflect and integrate. I'm eager to chart my course in greater detail. Mentor. Wonderful. Let's begin with our foundational image. Your life as a grand expedition across varied landscapes. Picture an expansive map unfolding before you: rugged mountain ranges, verdant valleys, dense forests, rolling plains, winding rivers, and uncharted seas. Each terrain represents challenges you face, strengths you rely on, and opportunities awaiting discovery. Close your eyes for a moment. Which terrain are you standing in right now, seeker? Pause as I see myself at the base of a towering mountain range. The peaks pierce the sky, partially shrouded in clouds. Below, I sense a campsite. My current position. The mountain represents a major project at work that feels both exciting and overwhelming. I stand on solid ground, but I feel the magnitude of the climb ahead. Mentor. A vivid depiction. That mountain embodies your ambition, its height promising achievement, its slopes demanding perseverance. Now, before climbing, seasoned mountaineers study topographical maps, assess weather patterns, and prepare gear. Similarly, your first step is mapping your unique path. Ask yourself, what is your summit? The ultimate goal that lights your way through this quarter, seeker. My summit is leading a successful product launch by the end of this quarter. That means not only shipping features on time, but ensuring user satisfaction, driving engagement metrics upward, and securing buy-in from stakeholders. Mentor. Excellent. You've articulated a clear, time-bound destination. Now imagine tracing a route from your base camp up to that summit. Which ridges, plateaus, or passes will you traverse? Let's break it down into distinct stages. Campsites along your ascent. Identify them with me. Ideation camp, where ideas are sketched on paper, user needs are explored, and the product vision is crystallized. Alignment pass, where you secure team buy-in, clarify roles, and build consensus around priorities. Prototype plateau, where you rapidly develop a minimum viable product, test core functionality, and gather initial feedback. Testing ridge, where you subject the prototype to rigorous user tests, fix bugs, and refine user flows. Launch summit, where you coordinate marketing, finalize deployment pipelines, and celebrate going live. Each of these stages functions as a safe haven to pause, reassess, and stock up on supplies, be it knowledge, feedback, or energy. Does this staging resonate with you, seeker? Yes, absolutely. When you break it into these campsites, the mountain feels less intimidating. Instead of a single overwhelming ascent, it becomes a series of achievable climbs. Mentor. Precisely. The grand summit is made up of smaller peaks. Now, as you ascend, storms will inevitably arise: blizzards in the form of unforeseen complications, steep cliffs as bottlenecks, or swirling fog as uncertainty. In typical narratives, such obstacles are feared, but true explorers reframe them as milestones, evidence that you've climbed higher and learned more about the mountain's terrain. For example, tell me about a recent obstacle you've encountered in this project, seeker. Last week, our initial user testing revealed major usability issues. Tasks that seemed straightforward on paper confused testers. Key features were overlooked. It felt like a sudden cliff blocked our path. Mentor. I appreciate your honesty. Instead of usability issues, let's label that event as Milestone Camp at elevation 6000. That campsite confirms you've progressed far enough to see hidden crevices in a rock, which only become apparent as you climb. What critical lessons did this milestone offer, seeker? It taught me that our interface is overly complex. We need to simplify user flows before adding more features. Testers couldn't easily navigate the dashboard or locate primary functions. It's clear we must revisit the information architecture and reduce cognitive load. Mentor. Excellent insight indeed. A key view from your milestone camp. By reframing the challenge this way, you transform frustration into learning. You recognize that reaching this elevation provides clarity you couldn't see from base camp. Always ask, what knowledge does this obstacle reveal? Now, let's celebrate micro-victories, the small successes that keep mountaineers motivated. In high-altitude climbs, every ridge crossed, every weather window seized, every layer of gear tested is cause for cheer. In your journey, what micro-victories can you celebrate this week, seeker? Well, we finalized our feature list and completed the first round of design sketches. We also secured preliminary approval from the design lead. Those felt like reaching 2 small ridges. Mentor, wonderful. Those achievements are your waypoints alpha and beta. Pause now, breathe deeply, acknowledge that progress, and record it in a victory log. Over time, that log becomes a trail map of your accomplishments, helping you maintain momentum when the air thins on steeper slopes. Seeker, I'll start my victory log tonight, aiming for 5 entries per week. It will include what was achieved, who contributed, and how it felt. Mentor, a robust system. Now, with your summit defined, campsites mapped, obstacles reframed, and micro-victories noted, let's focus on your next actionable step, the precise move that carries you to your next campsite. What single, specific action can you take today to advance to milestone camp number 2? The alignment pass. Seeker, I can schedule a design review session with two key team members Jane and Mark to refine our sketches and gather their input. Mentor, perfect. That action is clear, time-bound, and directly tied to your next stage. Commit to it now. Open your calendar and block 30 minutes for that session. Seeker, typing, got it. Monday at 10 a.m. design review with Jane and Mark. Mentor, excellent. With that commitment, you've laid the next stone on your path. Remember, small steps compound into tremendous progress. Before we conclude, let's summarize the 4 guideposts you practiced. Map your unique path. Break your summit into manageable campsites. Reframe obstacles as milestones. View setbacks as evidence of progress and sources of insight. Celebrate micro-victories. Keep a log of small wins to sustain motivation. Take one specific next step. Always define and commit to the immediate action that moves you forward. How do these guideposts resonate with you now, seeker? They resonate deeply. I can see how adopting this mindset will keep me focused, even when the climb becomes steep. Mentor, I'm glad to hear that. One final element, accountability and connection. In real-world expeditions, climbers report back to base camp, sharing updates that rally support and build camaraderie. Who serves as your base camp? Contact the person or group you'll share milestones and challenges with. Seeker, my project sponsor and my mentor, Alex. I plan to email them a weekly summary of our progress and any blockers we encounter. Mentor, excellent choice. That accountability loop not only motivates you but invites fresh perspectives. When you disclose challenges, you often discover solutions you hadn't considered. Now, close your eyes once more and visualize yourself at the summit, standing poised on the peak. Feel the crisp air around you, the vast panorama unfolding below, the sense of accomplishment radiating through your body. That vision is the beacon that guides you during dark nights and stormy weather. Seeker, pause as I see it vividly, the sunrise over the horizon, the sense of achievement, the feeling of being exactly where I'm meant to be. Mentor, let that summit vision fuel you when that arises. Whenever you encounter plateaus or cliffs, recall the vista that awaits you and the path you've already mastered. You have all the tools, your map, your mindset, your milestones, and your accountability network to summit your mountain. Seeker, thank you. I feel equipped, empowered, and confident to tackle each stage with clarity. Mentor, you're most welcome. Now go embrace the journey, relish every campsite, transform obstacles into milestones, and ascend with purpose. The world awaits your story at the peak. Seeker, let's climb.